Thank you so much to the staff and the community in this area for welcoming us once again back to the West Central Community Center. I love this space. It is in the perfect location and it is an awesome place for us to gather. My name is Anna Hearn. I guess I could have led with that. I have been doing this probably since I could walk and talk. I'm going to provide just a brief overview of what Kwanzaa is, our setup, and then we will begin our ceremony. Okay? Do we have any first-time celebrators here today? Awesome, welcome. And they're in the festive spirit. I love that top. All right. So let's talk about what Kwanzaa is. Yesterday was the first day of Kwanzaa. Always starts every year, December 26th. It is a 7-day holiday that ends on January 1st. Kwanzaa, and the language that I will be referencing often, Kiswahili. Kwanzaa is actually part of a longer phrase, Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which means first fruits of the harvest. So we're gathered here today, and we will gather every day until the 1st to reflect on the past year and then set some goals for the new year. Kwanzaa is celebrated over 7 days, and one principle is celebrated each day. Yesterday we started off with Umoja. Today is Kujichagulia. We're going to get some practice with that in a minute. So Kwanzaa is not necessarily religious or political, but you will see some aspects of religion and politics throughout the ceremony and in some of our symbols on the table. It was created in 1966 by Dr. Maulana Ron Karenga, who was a professor in the Cal State system. Wanted to create something that wasn't as commercial as Christmas. We're not scrambling to buy gifts, but that was designed to bring the community together. So, our setup, this is all the typical elements of a Kwanzaa table. You can't have a strong foundation, or a strong house, without a strong foundation. So the first thing I like to talk about is our mat, the Mkeka, M-K-E-K-A. Just as Hanukkah has a menorah, we have a candle holder too. Our candle holder is called a Kinara, that's K-I-N-A-R-A. The Kinara hosts the Mashuma Saba, which are the 7 candles, which they represent the 7 principles, the Nguzo Saba. And then the fruits and vegetables. Remember, I said Kwanzaa means first fruits of the harvest, so we have our fruits and vegetables called the Mazao, M-A-Z-A-O, represented. And then our ears of corn. Ears of corn on the table represent the number of children in our household. They're called the Vibunzi, V-I-B-U-N-Z-I. So we have a lot of little ones in our family today, so the kernels on the ears of corn will be our kids. And then the last thing, the Kikombe Cha Umoja. So yesterday we celebrated Umoja Unity. The Kikombe Cha Umoja is the Unity Cup, and we will use it a little later in the libation ceremony. And then, so Dr. Karenga, our founder of Kwanzaa, he really wanted to take the commercialism out of this holiday. There are gifts given around Kwanzaa. They usually are given on the very last day. But they are supposed to be something very, very special. They're either going to be knowledge, books, or something that you made of yourself. So if you cook well, if you sew, anything that you did by hand, those are what we give for Kwanzaa. Does anybody have any questions? Need further clarification? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Mother, do you have the libation statement? Okay. I just want to be ready. Let me find it real quick. I got it. Okay? All right. So, I'm going to close the door. It's a little loud. Brittany, she introduced us, but she's not in here anymore. Everybody can come in. That was creative though. Okay, so this is our family today. Everybody get comfortable. Brothers, sisters right next to you. In my family, it's customary for us to honor the eldest member of our family, the wisest member, the person who has been here the longest. They've seen some things, they know some things. So Before we get started, it is respectful to ask the eldest, wisest person in the room, may we begin our ceremony? Volunteer. We have permission to begin. I don't want to call anybody out. You know, black don't crack, we look good. Okay? All right, so we have official permission to begin. So when you came today, or if you were here yesterday, you may have been greeted with the words Habari Gani. So Habari Gani in Kiswahili means what's the news, what's up, what are we celebrating today? So we're gonna get some practice, because today's principle is pretty long, but we're gonna practice it first before we start the Habari Ganis, okay? So our principle today is Kujichagulia. Let's say it all together. Kujichagulia. I think y'all got it. Let's try it one more time. Kujichagulia. It means self-determination. All right, so we're going to, all right. So let's try this. Everybody's had their mouth workout this morning. Habari Gani. Habari Gani. Habari Gani. I think y'all got it. I think you got it. So, Kujichagulia, he doesn't like it. It stands for self-determination. Self-determination. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves instead of being defined, named, created for, and spoken for by others. Read it one more time. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves instead of being defined, named, created for, and spoken for by others. At this time, I'd like to have everybody stand. So our elder for the day, can you please come forward? All right. All right, sir. What's your name?
Ron Kimbrough.
Ron Kimbrough. Nice to meet you. Thank you. So at this time, Mr. Kimbrough gave us permission to begin our ceremony. At this time, we'd like to lift up those who have passed on that really embodied the spirit of Kujichagulia. We'll read this one more time. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves instead of being defined, named, created for, and spoken for by others. So, we'll give you all a few seconds. Think of a name. It could be someone in your family, someone famous that has passed on. We are lifting them up, thanking them for their sacrifices and what they have given us, that they really should have embodied the spirit of Kujichagulia self-determination. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to count to 5. We're going to speak that person's name. I will read our libation statement, We'll watch our poinsettia, okay? So everybody, get a name in your mind. I will lift up Audrey Lord. She was very, 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 very self-determined. She knew exactly who she was. All right, I'm counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Leave it.
For the motherland, cradle of civilization, for the ancestors and their indomitable spirit, for the elders from whom we can learn much, for our youth who represent the promise for tomorrow, for our people, the original people, for our struggle and in remembrance of those who have struggled on our behalf, for Kujichagulia, the principle of self-determination, which should guide us in all that we do, for the Creator who provides things all great and small. And we close our libation statement with Ashe. Ashe. You may be seated. All right. Thank you. All right. So it is customary during a Kwanzaa ceremony to to hear from one of our family members, a community member who is going to give us a motivation for the new year and just talk about how she plans to celebrate Kujichagulia. So our speaker today, our family member who is coming with the words, Goldie Gaines. She is a radio personality with 102.5 FM Praise. She does the Watershed Inspirational Hour. She is also on KABF 88.3, Lock-In of the Minds. She is a community advocate and CEO of the Anti-Poverty Group. Gaines today, her focus is Leave Your Mark. Put your hands together for Goldie Gaines.
Good afternoon. My name is Goldie Gaines. I am a CEO of the Anti-Poverty Group, which is an organization here in Little Rock. We put up raised bed gardens in low-income families to supplement for their grocery budgets, to assist in feeding families. We currently feed 1,500 here in Little Rock and 258 in North Little Rock. So through that experience and coming up as a little girl here, this is my native land here in North Little Rock, Arkansas, is where I was raised and brought up. There was a lot of obstacles coming up, but I was determined to leave my mark. If you will, just repeat after me. I will leave my mark. You will leave your mark. In the community, it is not easy assisting and moving about. There were many who said that it couldn't be done. There were many that said that it wasn't needed, but it was very much so necessary. So myself, along with my executive board, a board that consists of young people. My youngest member is 6 years old that sits on my executive board. The oldest is 23, and there's a total of 15 executive board members. And we make it our business to move forward. Young people, you can do whatever you put your mind to. There is no limit. You can make your mind up to make your mark in this world, and you will definitely do it. There will be many who say that you can't do it. There will be many who will try to deter you, but you just remember that God created you for a purpose. You are not here by accident. You have a preordained and selected destiny that you must meet. So whatever God has put on the inside of you, whatever is currently being nurtured in you, you can do it. Only thing you have to do is set out to do it, and the universe will see that it will come to pass. I'm excited to be here today. Yes. I am so excited to be able to feed my people encouragement and determination. I want you to leave your mark. Whether you are destined to be a lawyer, a doctor, a practitioner, a holistic practitioner, whatever the universe is calling you to do, whatever your part is, move forward with a positive attitude and knowing that you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. There are no limits. You are the chosen people. You were born in power. You're even born for the sun. You're born for the moon, and you are born for the environment. There is not a no that you can't turn into a yes. So as you move about the world, and as you make your mark in the world, stay focused. My mother, coming up as a little girl, my mother was a nurse, and my father an artist. So I always wondered, what would I do? Will I help people? Will I heal people? Or will I have an imagination to create? and give people insight. Well, it was God's will to see that I am able to do both. So I can heal with my words, and I can bring imaginations to life in my movements and my actions in this world. So just know, when you move about, you are affecting everyone that is around you. You being a powerful source and a point of motivation and a source of determination is in your blood. You can't help it. Even when you attempt to lay down and die, there's always something in you that forces you back up and thrusts you back into the world to continue to move forward. You are strong. You are determined. You do hold the power. So I went into radio, and I'm just going to share briefly a little bit about that. Coming up, I was always a quiet child, very into poetry. I love poetry. I had an imagination out of this world, loved to draw. But when I would get behind that mic, it was something about embracing the mic. I was able to pour out. That was my pulpit. I was able to pour out, and I was able to receive calls in, and we shared. There was a lot of healing and a lot of mending. There was a lot of uncovering and a lot of renewing just in that position behind that mic. So it doesn't matter what it is, small, big, in our world and us moving about, there is nothing that is impossible for us to do. So I want you to focus on that. And 2018, my goal is to make an even bigger impact on Little Rock, North Little Rock, and even outside of Arkansas, because I know that I have a destiny that I must fulfill, and I know that this fire in me won't let me be still until that destiny is reached. And I encourage everyone in this room, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. And when they tell you you can't, you come back with the I can. They have their purpose, don't get me wrong. I love my haters because my haters made me strong. My haters made me strong. So take that negative energy and you turn it into positive energy. Make it your gas so that you can just go full-fledged ahead to create whatever it is that is in you, because the community needs it and the world needs it. Your loved ones and your friends need it. Trust me, even I need it. My name is Goldie Gaze. Thank you for allowing me to motivate you for a moment. But I have one thing. Make sure at the end of the day, if you don't do anything else, you leave your mark. Thank you.
That was right on time and perfect for today's principle of Kujichagulia, self-determination. So at this time, we have heard from one family member. I would like 5 volunteers. Just stand up right where you are. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do, but I need 5 volunteers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, thank you. All right. So, no, you gotta stand up. You gotta keep standing. I wasn't just pointing. Okay. So, even though you have shared with us already what you would like to do in 2018, feel free to share something else. But please give your name and how you plan on practicing, demonstrating, embodying our principle of Kwanzaa today. I'll start off telling people what to do without doing it myself. So in 2018, I plan to take more leaps of faith. I have always done the safe thing, or what I think my parents would want, or what somebody else probably would like. So for 2018, I am definitely going to step out on faith and do some new things, something that would make me feel good. Your name and what you plan on doing.
My name is Melody Gaines, and my goal for 2018 is to step outside the norm and to travel into unknown areas and leave my mark.
Thank you.
My name is Obi Abiel Lagoye, and my will for 2018 is to embrace and accept the role of being God's representative of my life and in my life.
My name is Ricky Thomas, and my goal for this next year is to save money and just read more books.
All right.
Hi, my name is Lucy, and I'm visiting here from West Memphis and Wheatley by way of Chicago. But I am extremely glad to be here with you all. Last time this year I was in Cuba, and this year coming in 2018, I plan to visit more cities where people that look like you and me are, and connect with them and help them in ways that I have served in the past. I served as a community organizer in Southside Chicago for 25 years before moving back here, which is where my family's from, in Wheatley and Brinkley, Arkansas, and great-grandparents and generations. So I'm down here, and I think I got wind under my wings, and I'm truly, truly grateful to be here and see how you all celebrate Kwanzaa. I actually appeared in the movie called The Black Candle, narrated by Maya Angelou, and it's a story about Kwanzaa because I organized a Kwanzaa Summer Festival in Chicago for 25 years. I actually got put in the movie because I work with young people, so I am so inspired by Goldie.
Yes.
Keep doing your thing.
Yes.
Keep maximizing your board with young people, because that's what it's all about, giving them those organic experiences of leadership so that they can see that they own this. And so I appreciate you, I appreciate your words, and I appreciate being here with you all.
Thank you. Way back in the back.
My name is China, Empress Beatrice Nellen. My goal this year is to really believe in myself, be confident, and follow the dreams that I have for myself. So that includes my business. If you want to check me out, I'm at jellyboutique.com. But just pursuing all the dreams and being confident in myself and the things that I've established.
Excellent.
My business, I do culture and cultural relevancy. I have a background in Pan-African studies and cultural studies. So I integrate education with culture and arts inspiration.
Awesome.
And then we have some polls from a young community member. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Delaney Davis, and my goal for 2018 is to make it a happy year for everybody in my family.
All right.
At the youngest age. Yes. All right. So, papers. Okay. So we have heard from several community members. We are motivated. We know exactly what Kujichagulia stands for, what it means, how we plan to embody it. At this time, I would like to welcome Miss Janine Latrice Perez to the front. Miss Perez, excuse me, is a mom, an entertainer, an entrepreneur, a writer, God's child, and a servant. Today, for our cultural expression, she will be performing I Ain't Gonna Hold Back, a song yeah, you tell the story, please. Put your hands together for Miss Perez.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever it should be. You have inspired me today. You are amazing. And if no one ever else tells you, I want to be the first to say, woo, woo, woo. You've got me motivated this morning. Thank you so much. I am so glad. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to stand here. And I'm just supposed to do a little creative expression or whatever. But you inspire me so much. I gotta share. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that okay with you?
Yes.
All right. So I will leave my mark. I will leave my mark. Just like my daughter, Olivia Da Vinci Von Perez, left her mark. She left her mark because she left this earth and went to her heavenly home on November 3rd, 2016. But it's okay because I'm still doing the work that she left behind for me to do. And I'm excited to stand here because you work with young people. I work with young people. I love young people and I embrace that. And I'm excited because I'm standing here with my badge and my shirt on because I really didn't know what I was supposed to do until about 22 minutes before I got here when LaRon Mack, who is away, traveling away, shared that with me. But I will leave my mark, self-determination. Young people can do whatever they put their mind to. I believe that. In 1996, I had a program, and I thank Garbo for sharing with our program, my young program, Miss Teen Tours. In 1996, 1997, we got started. We were here for the Kwanzaa celebrations when the stamp came out, a whole bunch of other things. I told them then, and I'll tell them now, and I'll continue to tell you, and I'll tell myself, position yourself today where it is you want to be tomorrow. That's all about self-determination. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you see, whatever it is you want, wherever it is you want to go, it starts today. So with that in mind, I will position myself today where I want to be tomorrow. I will walk with purpose, faith forward, unapologetically me, always queen, always for OHTP for life, which stands for Olivia's Hope, Todd's Promise. I am determined to just be, and I ain't gonna hold back. And the song that my daughters and I wrote on our only vacation, our only family vacation on a whim together, says I ain't gonna hold back, which I mean, my goodness, it's all about self-determination and picking ourselves up. The words are I ain't gonna hold back. It's been a minute, y'all, since I had the time to breathe. It's been a minute, y'all, since I had the vision to see. It's been a minute, y'all, since I got my voice back. It's been a minute, y'all, but I'm pulling up the rear and I'm taking back my slack. So it goes like this. You can, when you catch the beat, you can walk, clap with me, tap with me, do whatever you want to. But whatever, I'm gonna do it because this is my life's mission. This is what I wrote. Let me have a little sheet of paper, and I told you ain't got to read it. I'll say it. This is a song my daughters and I wrote that has become the essence of my life. The essence of my life. I didn't know that in August 2016, when we were working that thing out together, that she would not be here to carry it on. But I am so glad that we did that together. And she couldn't sing, but she could hold that low note. But she helped me with that. So here we go. I ain't gonna hold back. I ain't gonna hold back. You can sing it with me. I ain't gonna hold back. Come on, y'all. I ain't gonna hold back. It's been a minute, y'all, since I had time to breathe. It's been a minute, y'all, since I had the vision to see. Ooh, it's been a minute, y'all, since I got my voice back. Oh, it's been a minute, y'all, but I'm pulling up the rear and taking back my slack. I said I ain't gonna hold back. That easy, y'all. I ain't gonna hold back. Let me hear you say I ain't gonna hold back. Say it one more time. I ain't gonna hold. You can't take my love away or from a baby girl. You don't know the joys and pain since I brought her into this world. You don't know how I'm feeling now, cause I know where my baby is. Ooh, she's flying high, y'all, smiling real big, just like a little kid. I said I ain't gonna hold back. No, I ain't, y'all. I ain't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you. So good. So, before we have some announcements and talk about tomorrow, I would like to welcome Miss Delaney. And where's my guy who was here first? He was here like at 11:30. Where's he at? Phew. All right, so come around here. Come on. So we started our ceremony by asking our elders, if we can have permission to start. Then we lifted up our ancestors. Now at this time, we like to recognize the youngest members of our community. And since they will be leading us into the future, they will be needing some light. So today, our two volunteers, go ahead and introduce yourself. What's your name?
Delaney Davis.
And what grade are you in?
Second.
And what school do you attend?
Williams, Madison.
Do you have a favorite subject?
Writing.
Writing.
Oh.
Young writer. All right, and what's your name? Say it loud so they can hear you.
Learning.
And what school do you, how old are you?
4.
And what school do you attend? No school yet? It's all good. It's coming. Okay? So what we're going to do, I am going to light a candle. I'm going to help out. So don't burn down our beautiful community center. Light this candle. So, Ms. Delaney, will you light the middle black candle in honor of yesterday's principle of Umoja? What does Umoja stand for?
Unity.
Excellent. And we're going to pass it to Mr. Turpin. And you are going to light our outside red candle to celebrate today's principle of Kujichagulia. Excellent. Let's give our... It's lit, I promise. I got it for you, Corey.
It's a little weird.
It is a little wig. Okay. All right. So just a few announcements. Tomorrow, I am so excited to welcome you all to Better Community Development at 3604 West 12th Street. We will be gathering there at noon. We will be celebrating the third day of Kwanzaa, which is Ujima. Ujima stands for Collective Work and Responsibility. So, in the spirit of Kwanzaa, we are giving gently used and new children's books to the Brandon House Cultural and Arts Center. So we will be collecting those up until the 1st. Definitely just go check out your attics, old books, bring them so we can enhance and build this organization's library. As a reminder, this organization works with ages 8 through 13, okay? But, you know, we might have readers that are well advanced, so bring your books. I also, at this time, would like to welcome anyone else. If you have an announcement or something you'd like to share with the community briefly, at this time, this is your chance to do so. But please introduce yourself first. Go ahead.
Abarigani.
Kujichagulia.
Yes, my name is Benito Bazikwa. I'm from Tanzania, and I'm very happy to see you are using principles which we use every day. We speak Swahili, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Jamaa. Those are the principles we live in our village every single day. So this is, to me, I think is a big connection with the motherland, and I feel like I'm home in this celebration. For those people, maybe you know, we had the Africa Day Fest this year. I'm the one who put together the Africa Day Fest. So we'll have another one, May 26th, the Africa Day Fest. And we want to celebrate African culture, we want to celebrate African arts, and self-determination, Kujichagulia. You cannot be able to determine your destiny if you really don't know where you're coming from, who who you are. I think we need to start connected with motherland. We need to start learning about the motherland, Africa. You are coming from the great empires, great civilization. Don't let anybody put your history from slavery, 1652. Because in Africa we say, how far you look back is how far you're going to go forward. So if you look yourself as just a slave, guess what? You are already killed your dreams and your destiny. You will not go further. But if you look at, we are the mother of civilization. We are the universities and intellectual centers, libraries before European era.
That's right.
We are philosophers before that philosophers.
That's right.
We are big empires, gold, diamonds, and everything. Rich civilization. If you look that way, I think you'll be able to determine your future and your path, your footprints. I think will be larger than if you look yourself just as a slave. You came from slavery. No, you didn't come from slavery. You came from greatness. And then you need to determine yourself as greatness. So don't let anybody lie to you. Or this education which has been miseducated us for a long time. But now we are free, but we're not free in our minds. The only way we can free ourselves is if we can connect where we came from and understand who really we are. And then Kujichagulia, Ujima, Imani, Kuumba, Ujamaa, Ujima, all those kind of things, they will come together. So we need to come together as a community, as one, and celebrate these 7 days. But let's not stop on the 7 days. Let's do the way around and let's come together as a community.
Right.
Asante sana, means thank you very much. Asante sana.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tiffany Brewster, and I bring you greetings from My Life News Network. My Life News Network is a web-based network that promotes the positivity in our communities as well as create awareness that will better enrich us as individuals, enrich our families, and as well as our communities. It's about our life. It's about our health, families, education, your business, your arts, and again, our community. So if you have anything going on within your community, please give us a call. Our number is 501-291-3560. And we're on Facebook and Instagram, My Life News Network. We would like to capture your footage in your community. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Gay. I'm an actress and educator. I'm at James High School, and definitely we're going to be doing some wonderful things. We did wonderful things this past semester. I would like to invite all the entrepreneurs, all of the businessmen. If you got a word, I would love for you to be a guest in my classroom. And so I invite you right now, if you have an open invitation, you can email me at magnolia.gay@lrsd, and we'll set up an appointment for you to come in and speak to our youth. I'm telling you, teachers need your voice. We need you to know that you are a part of that, the education system, whether you have students in the system or not. And so I hope that you will take advantage of my open invitation for you to come and have a word with our youth at J.A. Fair or whatever school that is close to you. If you have a teacher, if you know a teacher, reach out to that teacher, because our youth today are our future leaders, and it's going to take more than teachers. We definitely know the parents need assistance. It's a different time, and so I just encourage you to not just stand back and let somebody tell you what's going on in the classroom. I invite you into the classroom to see for yourself what's happening. My name is Agnolia Gay. You can reach me at agnolia.gay@lrsd. I look forward to you speaking to my youth. And again, whatever school is close to you, whether you have children, grandchildren, or not in the system, these are your future leaders.
That's right.
Again, my name is Goldie Gaines, CEO of the Anti-Poverty Group. You can get in contact with me on Facebook at Anti-Poverty Group or Instagram, Anti-Poverty Group. If you know of a community that is in need of a supplemental food source, please contact me. Or if you have young people and you want them active in your community, What I teach is critical pedagogy. So not only do we start in the classroom talking about horticulture, but we learn it, we build a prototype, and then we put it out in the community so that everyone can benefit from what we've done. So again, Goldie Gaines, anti-poverty group. Please, 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 I know people have Facebook. You can reach me on Facebook. You can inbox me. If there's a community that there is a need in, get in contact with me. And if you happen to be in that community and you have young people, that would be wonderful, because that's what I do. I pull them out and they learn more about their community, different foods, how to grow it, how far apart, and really is teaching them sustainability. And that's what we need in this day, self-sustainability. Again, Goldie Gaines, anti-poverty, Instagram, and Facebook. Please contact me. Thank you.
All right, so shameless plug. I welcome you all to come visit Pyramid Art Books and Custom Framing and Fine Art, the foremost collection of African-American art and literature in the Central Arkansas area. Wonderful exhibits of books. Books are the future. So if we don't have any further announcements, can I have everybody to stand up and come in? Just move forward. Let's come in. Okay. So, before we close out our ceremony, I would like, hold your applause real quick, to thank our speaker today, Ms. Goldie Gaines, our cultural expression, Ms. Janine Latrice Perez, and our awesome drummer, Mr. Ojima Robinson. Always a pleasure. And our young volunteers, Corbin and Ms. Delaney, thank you so much for lighting our candles. And just one last reminder, when someone asks you Habari Gani tomorrow, our principle is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. And because it's the third day of Kwanzaa, you have to bring 3 people with you, okay? That's the directive, 3 more people. We can hold them. We will accommodate, all right? So, to end our Kwanzaa ceremony, we use the word harambe, which means come together or pull together. Some people like to put their hands in the air and pull down. Some people like to put their hands in the air and shake it around. I don't care what you do. However, you need to be loud. We want the people in Tanzania to know that we here in Central Arkansas celebrate Kwanzaa, okay? Yes. So I'm going to count to 3 and we're going to say harambe twice since it is the second day of Kwanzaa. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Harambe! Harambe!